Come, hear the tale of our ragtag crew, brought together upon a mysterious island by fate. They have lost, they have won, and now, alongside a rebel faction, the truth on the wind, they fight against the evil Eterines. Behind it all, an alien being of immeasurable power begins to rise once again. As the land grows cold, our party stands as a light in the darkness. Now, welcome to the Swordcast Adventures.
Last time on the Swordcast Adventures, we completed the trial. We were rewarded with 2 potions, a potion of invulnerability and a potion of possibility. Don't get me wrong, they will definitely come in handy at some point, but this is not what we came here for. Looks like we're going to have to head further into the temple. We found a room filled with pillows and lit braziers. It seemed really welcoming at first. And then we realized that we have no idea who lit these braziers, and there's a fair amount of bones on the ground. We take a minute to regroup and figure out what we're doing next. But I'm definitely getting the feeling that we are not the only people roaming the halls of this temple.
You all find yourself in this room filled with pillows and bones and a brazier that seems to be alight. The room is... there's probably an odd, aromatic scent to it. Like some amount of incense is being burned within the fires all around. It is an odd sight, especially out of everywhere else you've seen. This is probably, I would say this is the most livable area in the entire place. And none of this looks ancient.
Huh.
I mean, it looks old. There is, dust all around and broken pillars and things like that, but the pillows are not falling apart at your touch. And there's a fire lit, which is definitely interesting.
Are they dusty pillows?
I would say they're a bit dusty.
I'm gonna go and expect the flame. I would like to know if it gives me a magical vibe, like it might be,
What are you gonna do?
Long-lived flame.
I guess if you're looking for it to wonder if it's magical, I guess roll an Arcana check.
Gladly. 16.
16. You look at it and it looks like flame. It's hard to tell. There does seem to be some amount of what looks to be some fuel below it. It's not like a puddle of oil, but there seems to be things inside that are burning.
Like coals?
Could be. There's also heat.
Relevant. I'm just gonna say it seems like this is a recent fire.
Yes. It's like now.
Well, are you familiar with conjured fire?
Yeah, it fucks you up. Blow up a whole room.
But yes, but there are many kinds, but this doesn't appear to be one of them. Which means, once the fuel runs out, the fire goes away. So it must not have been lit very long ago.
Think that guy in the other room lit it for us?
I don't know.
That Rocky Himbo. I'm going to pick up one of the bones and inspect it more closely.
Okay.
How close do you expect him to go?
Call me the bone inspector.
I'm gonna get in there.
I'm gonna check every nook and cranny of that bone.
Word. Roll me an investigation check.
A 9.
You find what looked to be a decent amount of, not breaks, but scrapes on the bone.
Like something that
Say
scraped
it's like
the flesh off of it.
A femur, yeah. And this definitely looks like there are... this looks like... Think of it like a pack of wolves have eaten a deer. You've seen bones like this out in the woods.
That's true. Whoever this was, something hit them.
Probably those hyenas.
What hyenas?
Oh, we saw hyenas in the desert.
Maybe the Rockman ate them.
Pretty quick to let the hyenas off the hook.
There's no hyenas in here. We haven't seen hyenas for days.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying, but we did see hyenas, and they'll fuck shit up. So
That's true.
my money's on hyenas.
Does it look like there's been an assault or a murder here? Or the consumption of, like, is there like a giant blood? Is there a lot of blood or dried blood or any like?
Roll me another investigation, please, as you're looking for something else.
It's almost a natural one, but a 14.
14. I would say you see a bit of blood spray here and there. Not like a full-on pool that had dried, and none of it is liquid. There's no like pools of blood or even drops, but it does look like some of the stones are discolored.
Okay.
Also, you would find that the bone itself that you're holding seems pretty dry.
I will alert everyone to this, and we should be on our guard going forward, maybe.
I hold my bow a little tighter.
Which way do you think we should go next? North?
I mean, it makes sense.
Is there another way?
We could go back across the other hallway. Like, we just kind of went this way to the right.
Also, because it has been a little while, let me remind you there are small chests around the area. Had you done anything with them, or did you want to leave them?
I would like to
shit.
go inspect them.
Yeah, definitely doing that.
Yeah, I'll open a chest.
Amelia was wanting to come down here to the south and check this one.
Word. I would say you find them kind of like strewn throughout the room. You find a few smaller ones, several bits. And inside you see things like an assortment of coins here and there. You see a few different items that seem like almost like cosmetic items, things like mirrors or jewelry or like hats. There are a few glass bottles with red liquid in them, one of them being larger than the others. And there are about 5 altogether, with one being a slight bit bigger. Familiar looking red liquid for that matter. Obviously, Tropical Punch Kool-Aid.
Oh, yeah.
I open another chest.
As Amelia, as Elduin, you all look at, there's just a wide variety of these things. Just, again, filled with an assortment of coins, probably a cosmetic item of some kind, something like a piece of jewelry or a very nice looking garment. Even one, actually, Elduin, the one you just opened the second time, you find what looks to be a coin purse made out of like rabbit fur or some small animal, very, very soft. And it holds another set of coins as well.
They had a lot of fancy, like, silks and stuff.
Yeah.
If they find a neckerchief, you should do that, Elduin. I think you'd look good with a neckerchief.
Thank you.
Yeah, like, just a neck. You look like you could be a neckerchief guy. That's just what I'm saying. Like, or like a scarf. Maybe like a scarf guy.
You do happen to find a choker.
Oh, perfect. That'll go really well with my mask.
I thought so.
It will. Well,
It seems like there's a lot of wealth in this room.
yes. It does seem that way.
Should we roll out the hole and steal it all?
Roll out the hole.
Alright, I will roll out the hole.
Amelia's gonna move to the door to the west and get out of the way of the hole, and also kind of just keep an eye on the hallway.
I would like to move my quiver 10 feet away from the hole.
Good plan, good plan. I'm going to say, Grimtuck, that I will give you the list of things that are in there, minus the 5 jars of Kool-Aid of varying sizes, once you actually go through it all. I'm figuring you're not going to dig through each one, count everything up, so I'll make sure you get that when you do.
Cool.
But you take the chest that you have and place them in the hole.
So there are 4 regular healing potions, what it seems, and 1 greater.
And 1 greater, yeah.
May I have one of the regular, or the non-greater ones?
Sure. I have a good amount of potions, so I will not take any potions.
Yeah, I don't need any.
I'm too tough for potions.
I mean, I got 2 and I never drink them myself. I just use them on you guys.
These are regular potions of healing?
There's
Yes.
4 regular and 1 greater.
Alright, sorry. I have more than I thought I did, so I'm good.
Amelia would take whatever anybody doesn't want.
I have 5 basics and 3 graders on me.
Yeah, I have 3 graders.
Amelia doesn't have any.
Well, Amelia, come drink from this fountain of red Kool-Aid.
Potions.
Amelia and Metolius are both looking down the hallways. Are you doing anything outside while Grimtuck is filling the bag or the hole?
Just trying to figure out who's taking what potions.
Okay.
I think you can literally have them all, I believe, Amelia.
Okay.
Enjoy.
While I'm standing in the hall, I guess I would try to listen for anything in the darkness.
Sure. Perception check, please.
That should not have advantage, as I'm using my hearing and not my sight. But 20 or 21, take your pick.
What are eyes but not seeing ears, or vice versa?
Whoa!
Ow.
But 21, you don't hear anything. You hear like the soft patter of like sand falling from the ceiling, but that's kind of been the sound throughout.
Okay.
You hear the sound of clacking boots, but those are yours and your companions. You hear a soft thud as Grimtuck kicks a chest into the hole.
Yep, the whole thing. That's how I organize it, so it doesn't get mixed in with the glass chunks of Minotaur, which I didn't put in a bag the first time, so if you go in there barefoot, just know you're gonna fuck yourself up.
It's called
I
a
did it.
security measure.
Yeah.
I did it on accident. I don't know how to get all that stuff out now.
We can figure that out later, I think.
I'm not trying to solve for it now, I'm just telling everybody so you don't cut your feet inside the hole.
Okay, I'm not going inside the hole, so...
It's probably for the best.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse in this hole, like slowly but surely. Again, the fire seems to burn fine. It lights a small portion of the area from where you stand, but you notice that to the north there seems to be some amount of egress and a small... Actually, from what you see, Metolius, you notice that almost looks like 2 paths to both the west and the east.
Well, I will walk to where it opens up. So about 15 feet north.
Okay. You notice this almost looks like a circular room in a way. You see that on both sides, the walls kind of move in, and though you can't see it, it's hard not to infer that there is like almost a roundabout here. Though you do notice at the west side, the western wall falls out into what looks to be another hallway.
I will turn back and I think it's all clear.
I come up behind.
Alright, let's do this.
Again, you all see this kind of room that you see more of the etchings that the civilization praising what looks to be a turtle of some kind. Simple but very dense drawings.
I wonder if the turtle has like a totem spirit that I could talk to.
A totem turtle?
Yeah, that could be the totem. Like, it could be another one. I got the wolf that I talk to, and there's the eagle and bear, but like...
Good old Kiki.
Just wonder if the
His
turtle...
name
you know,
Terry.
I-
Terry the totem turtle.
that's pretty fucking rude for my religion. I don't make fun of your god.
I mean,
I'm just kidding. They're not gods. I'm just fucking with you. You can call them whatever you want. They'll get pissy. They'll get mad. They roll their eyes sometimes, but I'm giving you a hard time.
I didn't mean it as a disrespect.
No, I was just kidding. I don't know if they have names. I never asked.
Oh. Maybe you should.
Does that make me a bad friend?
How can you be friends with something you don't know their name?
I mean, the bear, obviously, Bear Spirit and I are friends. You've seen us. We laugh, we learn, we love. It's a lot. Like, it's a whole thing.
It's true.
You live. So, as Grimtuck and Amelia continue moving a little forward as you all talk of the bear spirit, you see that down the hallway, is there any actual light, or are you all moving off of... I forgot that from last time.
I think somebody had light cast. Oh, Amelia, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, I also have the orbs floating around.
Oh,
me.
right.
That's right.
We have an assload of light, actually.
Yes. So, Amelia, you notice that to the north there seems to be an alcove that's kind of dug in. To the south there seems to be a hallway. You even see this very edge of what looks to be a stair. But what really catches your eye is a door at the far end to the west. It seems to almost catch the light of the orbs floating around you, as though it may be metallic or have some amount of metal upon it.
Amelia would just kind of point and say, "There's a door up there."
All right, let's check this shit out.
Your senses were correct, Amelia, as what you had seen is a small staircase leading to a slightly raised platform, about the same height as you saw almost opposite of the pillow room.
She would say, it looks like that other hallway connects into this one. The one we didn't go down. This must be like the center of the building, maybe?
I'm thinking so. I kind of want to do a perimeter sweep, just to make sure nothing's like gonna run up behind us and fuck us up.
I see nothing down this hallway to the left.
Oh,
Not until the doors.
Oh, there's
never
doors?
mind.
There are doors there.
Oh.
And this is actually catching the light of Amelia's orbs that float around, and you see upon this door, it looks to be, as best as you can tell, like a king or ruler stands here in full form. Their image, this grand design, and in the center, or off to the side they stand, their hands clasped at the middle of this door between the two, and there is an indent, as though something may fit there, or maybe they have it's a way to pull the doors open or something, but there seems like he's holding something that is not there. You also see that his second hand holds out what looks to be a staff of some kind, as though like he's holding it kind of like this, like in profile.
Are we supposed to know who this guy is?
Are we supposed to know what's supposed to go in their hand?
Well, roll me an investigation check.
We'll
Why not?
do it. How about a 19?
A 19.
Got a 0.
Well done. Well done. Elduin, as you're kind of like looking it over, you peer forward and you notice that the form within this space, that the cavity that the other hand holds, seems to be similarly shaped to the staff his second hand holds out in front of him.
Seems to be some kind of staff.
Yeah, I'm not buying it.
Has anyone seen a staff around here?
I don't think it's a staff.
What do you think
Probably
it
a
is?
spear or something. I don't know. I just don't think that's right.
No, but see, look here. See the groove right there?
No, I know
It
what
looks like a
staffs look
staff.
Like. I know, that's probably like a spear or like a halberd or something. Bitch, that guy looks tough.
I don't recall seeing any weaponry on our way through.
I didn't see anything.
Not that I can recall.
I'm gonna just try to push on the door and see if something happens.
Okay.
Does it look like the doors open away from me, from our corridor, or into our corridor?
The way you notice, it's hard to tell because the edges are pretty flush with the wall, but I would say you could assume that it seems to push in.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to push in.
Okay?
Not like with all of my might, but I'm just gonna test it a little bit.
All your Eldwin might.
All my Elduin might.
You push, and you kind of like, you put your hand up against the door and give it a small push, and it does not move.
Apparently we need to find this staff or
A key of sorts.
a key of sorts.
Does it seem to be magical? Is it magically sealed?
If
I
we
don't
take
know.
some time, I could find out.
Let's look around a bit more before we take that time. If we truly are at our end, then let's spend that time.
It would take me about 10 minutes.
It will not take us very long to walk back. If we the corridor that we think is in the middle, we could go check out and see what is in the middle of this ring.
I'm fine with that. Let us go.
Or we could split the party if Amelia wanted to cast her spell.
Do we think that's a good idea? What if somebody runs into something?
I mean, conventional wisdom says no, that's not a good idea, but... Since one are we, one's for conventional wisdom. Or any wisdom sometimes.
I think let's go. Let's go really quick. I don't think it will take us too long unless we run into something that we'll probably wish we had Amelia for.
Yeah, let's just all go together. Let's just, I don't know.
I think it's wiser.
Alright. I'll cover the rear with rain.
Yeah, one of you brawny ones, go forward.
That's me. Alright. I'll have to go this way. I'm gonna go right.
Pause. Well, give me a sec. No. I just wanted to explain that you find in this 2 small hallways going both to the east and west, at the alcoves at the edge of this staircase as you ascend up it, you notice 2 forms similar to the ones you had seen before, but these ones do not lash out. They do not move, though they are standing in what looks to be a state of motion or surprise.
Uh-oh.
Their faces a mask of fear.
I bet you these guys got turned to stone like the other guys.
You also notice that an amount of rubble, large and small chunks, kind of line the grounds here.
We might have more basilisks, guys. These dudes, they look like the other guys, but then they're all like, oh my god, don't turn me to stone. They have that look on their face, like the I suck at fighting look.
You know
Yeah,
that
but they're
look.
sort of ceremonially placed in alcoves.
I mean, I wish I could just turn my enemies into statues and put them in alcoves. That's kinda cool. I mean, I don't have alcoves, but if I did, I'd put my fucking enemies there. It's badass.
Amelia's just going to be eyeing the statues as she, like, walks up into this area.
What is a foyer, but not in a large alcove to keep one's statues
Enemies?
of one's enemies?
Right, you know, I mean, yeah, that sucks. I wouldn't put them in a foyer. That's just like a room, though, that has chairs in it
Right.
and coat hangers. But, like,
Right.
I guess the foyers would be cooler if you had your fallen foes displayed.
It
Yeah.
would be the first thing people saw when they walked into your home.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I mean, I'm okay with that, I guess. That would make your foyers way cooler. But so far, I've only seen one foyer, and it only had things that fucked us up.
Fair.
All right, we got more statues. What am I seeing here, DM?
This one, a staff clutched in its hand, looks to be wood.
Oh, I found your staff. I'm just gonna go try and steal it.
Wait, the staff is still made of wood, but the rest of the statue is stone?
It is.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to take it.
Try. Roll me a athletics check.
Yeah, we know what's gonna happen here. Got that bear totem. Hold on, did I get 2 out of it? Yep, natural 20. 32.
You snap the staff in half. As
Fuck!
you try to wrench it, the fingers crack and shatter under the weight of you trying to take it from its hand.
Hey, Elduin, I have 2 staffs.
Oh, really?
Amelia's just standing at the corner of the hallway, just shaking her head.
Hey, Bailey, you want a staff?
I have one.
Be careful,
thank
be
you.
careful. There are...
I have a few, in fact.
Careful. This might be one of those take the right staff and you're in good luck. If you take the wrong staff and it's nasty.
I don't think this is the right staff, and I just break the rest of the statue with my hammer.
Okay.
And what happens?
I mean, it shatters. It doesn't take very much.
Look, Elduin was worried about taking the wrong staff. Clearly this was the wrong one, and now I solved the problem. All right, we got this,
Did the
guys.
staff get destroyed as well?
Oh yeah, the staff got destroyed when he wrenched it out of the thing's hands.
We currently have a staff shortage.
Yeah, look, we got a staff deficit, and
We're understaffed.
Damn it!
Yeah,
That
right.
was me too.
God damn.
Aren't we technically double staffed now?
True.
But shorthanded.
Yes, that's true.
Because we broke his hand off. I get it. All right, we're back up here, guys. Let's keep looking.
You find what looks to be the path down to the east. It seems to be the same one you passed.
Yeah, we've been here already. You guys coming? You guys are lagging back there.
Metolius is gonna go down the other hall. or the opposite direction.
Okay. So as the rest of you kind of move your way across, Metolius, as you make it down to this area here, you notice...
Want to stick my head out and like go left and right and just...
Sure. Amelia did like a sick flip trick there. Fuck was that? You stick your head out, and as you do, the room, like, there seems to be a slight mist that forms at your feet and then kind of grows and fills until finally the room fills with what looks to be mist or fog, and you can't really see. You see very, very hazy versions of those small orbs above Amelia off in the distance. You no longer can see your companions.
Metolius, are you okay?
You also all see this as the room begins to fill with mist and fog. So, Metolius,
Yeah.
you hear something for a quick moment before you feel a weight jump at you.
How far can I see in the fog?
Not very. Everything is heavily obscured.
Does that mean like...
Maybe 10 feet. So out of this, you are all caught in this, or should be.
Okay.
Everyone but Grimtuck is actually caught in it. It fills the area, goes down these halls, and as that happens, out of nowhere, this creature just lunges at you, Metolius.
Okay.
You hear a thrumming set of feet, and then as it jumps at you. And out of nowhere, this thing just 16 to 21.
Yes, that hits me. I would just be like, I'm not doing this, and then wham.
You take a total of 7 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And as it bites down on you, this canine form, you feel the bite burn as you take 4 points of fire damage.
Ew. It hurt.
Around the corner, another creature runs out at you, Grimtuck,
Oh, shit. All right.
and lunges with a 21 to hit you.
That hits.
You take 6 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire damage. As this occurs, I'd like you all to roll initiative.
There it is.
Am I knocked down by this creature, or just a bit by it?
Just bit.
Oh my... Wow, okay. 14 it was. So we can't see anything outside of basically right next to us.
Nope, exactly.
You can't. I got this.
Yeah. Grimtuck can see this two-headed canine creature.
Oh, snap.
It is a two-headed canine, about medium size, probably about the size of a large wolf. Its two gnashing jaws spark with flame out of their mouths. As we start, Elduin, you hear the sounds of fierce gnashing jaws of some canid creature behind and in front of you, though you cannot see them.
I can hear it behind me as well.
Yes.
That's terrifying. It's from everywhere. All right, but I can't see very far, so I'm going to put my bow in the quiver on my back. I'm gonna say, I can't see anything in this soup. I'm gonna pull out the scimitar of speed and like holding it with two hands with the point forward. I'm gonna like purposefully walk forward into the fog to like see what's going on.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet. Do I see anything?
At this point, you see the form of Metolius wrestling with a two-headed canine creature.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you actually wrestling with it? Like, did it grapple you?
No, it did not actually grapple, but he is
Okay.
in the midst of this.
You're fighting with it. Okay, got it. All right, I'm gonna take a step to the far side of this thing from Metolius to flank it, and I am going to start going at it with this scimitar.
Okay.
So first attack, 24 to hit.
24.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is with advantage. That's worse. So first attack for 10 points of slashing.
10 points of slashing. Got it.
I mean, I'm just gonna use all of my attacks on this thing until it's dead. So, or until the terms of the engagement change. How about a 28 this time?
That hits.
13 slashing, and third attack, crit.
Very nice, very nice.
And that is 17 slashing damage, and then because of the Scimitar of Speed, I will use my bonus action to attack it once more.
So 10.
10, 13, and then 17.
Okay, so 40
Yep. And then 21 to hit
hits.
For 13 more. So 53 altogether.
Okay, without a second thought, Elduin rushes up behind this creature as it starts gnashing its jaws, and Metolius is blocking and keeping it at bay, and Elduin just, with a flourish and an elven dexterity, you just tear this creature to ribbons. It screeches out once, and then it falls dead.
Metolius, are you okay?
Damn, son.
Yes,
You
I rather
really,
like
you really, wow. That's all I got for a round of combat. Metolius is shocked at the sudden display of bloodshed, I think, a little bit.
There's definitely at least some drops of blood attached to my body.
Yeah,
Some gore.
Sounds good.
probably some on my body now, too.
Yeah, you painted the fucking walls.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm done. Well, I guess I would look around and see if I see anything else.
Not in the small amount of area that you can see.
I guess I would put my back to the direction that I came from, where I think the rest of my party is.
Okay.
And then I'm done.
Okay, so as you finish your turn, Grimtuck, the creature in front of you, continues its assault upon you as it now tries to step back. It doesn't step out of your melee range. Instead, it steps down, and as it does, you see its head's kind of like, as it looks as though it's going to vomit, it exhales this just cone of molten rock out of its mouth, just like a flurry of red hot stone. That actually would also make Rain roll a dexterity saving throw as well.
2 dexterity. Okay, it's some dexterity saving throws.
Yes, please.
Feeling good about it. I got advantage. See what I got.
19.
I got a
Okay.
22.
Both of you, Rain, out of nowhere, this molten hot rock just splashes upon you. You take 3 points of damage, effectively,
As do
because
I.
it's 12
Got it.
halved.
Nope.
So half is 6. Rain halves it again for 3.
Gotcha.
Actually,
Six.
if Rain saves, she doesn't take any damage
That's true.
Ah.
Yep.
because of evasion.
Well, you take 6 there, Ribduck, as this creature just like steps and readies to continue its assault upon you. Though, Metolius and Elduin, you hear a low growl, and then the sound of 2 other growls echo out from this portion in front of you. There you go.
In front, do you mean to the south or to the east?
In front of you
west?
to the west.
Ah,
side.
gotcha. Thank you.
The heavy footfalls of padded feet click a step across the stone. Talons, very obviously large, or claws, click across it as well. A beast of decent size approaches, and out of the foggy space in front of you, glowing green eyes can be seen. A series of what looks to be almost 18 shine through the darkness, and then 3 mouths open and fill with what shining red molten stone, and that explodes at you, as I need both Elduin and Metolius to make a dexterity saving throw.
21.
Metolius rolled a 26.
So the 2 of you are showered by this molten stone, but you're able to block behind your shield, Metolius, and Elduin, you kind of use the scimitar to just move some of it out of the way as it rains upon you. And you take a total of 12 points of fire damage. You feel the stone begin to harden around your feet, and you step out of its place, keeping you away from this entrapment.
Does it burn the fog away? Or does
No.
Does the cloud refill? Okay.
The cloud seems to stay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not fire. I can see how lava that would. It's hard to imagine lava.
Sorry, but
Fog over
physics.
lava?
I mean, yes, that's
Yeah.
fair.
And Metolius and Elduin, actually, the fog disperses for a moment to show you what creature stands before you. This hulking beast, similar to what you saw before, but now three-headed. Its skin red like blood and spiky. Its fangs gross and overgrown. It looks like this.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Comes-
Greater
here comes
Cerberus.
Mama.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Rain. You hear the sound of a large canid down the hall to the west of you. You also hear the sound of another one to the south near where you hear Grimtuck.
Okay, and the one towards the south is the one that I almost got hit by.
Yes.
Alright. I think since I know... And the fog's still going, right?
It is.
Okay. I guess since I know the direction of the one that I kind of got shot from, I'm going to head in that direction. Can I see it once I'm within 10 feet of it?
As in, if you head to the east, which direction?
Like if I head like southeast.
You would be able to
5
get out of the
feet.
fog and see it.
Huh?
You'd be able to see it.
Okay.
Because Grimtuck is out of the fog.
Oh, yeah, I got it. So with this thing just inside of this hallway here and Grimtuck standing in front of it, can I shoot it from where I'm at, or would it be too obscured?
It would definitely have some amount of cover, but you can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. But it wouldn't have cover if I just like ran up and hit with my rapier?
It would not have cover like that, no, if you're in melee.
Okay. I guess I will actually just run up, attack with my rapier. Let's see, for 25.
25 hits.
Excellent. 46.
46.
Yep, 'cause I got a lot of 6s on my sneak attack.
Okay.
Actually, I got 4 6s on my sneak attack to be exact. And a
Nice.
5, a 4, and a 3.
Hell yeah. The creature just instantly just like screeches out in pain and whimpers under this. It stands still. But barely.
Okay, I am going to use my bonus action, like cunning action to disengage and step back. Not go back into the fog, but step back like 5 feet.
That would put you
And-
back in the fog. If you went back to the west.
Oh, I thought the fog was the black line.
It fills the space.
Okay, got it. Okay, and then I'll just go straight north
Okay.
to back up.
Sounds
And that was my bonus action. Yeah, that's my turn.
good. Grimtuck.
Alright. I'm just gonna give this dog the old smashy smash. I'll do it reckless, but not great weapon master.
Okay.
33.
33.
Yes.
That hits.
And 20 damage.
You just crush the thing's skull. You
All
crushed
right.
one skull, the other one falls with a tongue lulled out to the side.
Alright. We got another one down there, it sounds like. It's probably just another weak one. I'm gonna go check it out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I can make it that far.
Okay. We move to Metolius.
I think Metolius would just draw his axe and step forward toward this hulking beast. Am I still in the fog cloud in this spot?
You would not be.
Okay. I emerge from the fog and I take some attacks.
Okay. Take your attacks.
16,
16 hits.
23 points of damage. There's a mixture of radiant and lightning in there, if
Okay.
that matters. And then I will strike again.
Sounds good.
29. And that will be another 18 damage.
It roars out and the pain you're inflicting upon it.
Yeah, I think I would take a hack at one head, and then I would hack at the middle head, just trying to strike, give it, or take its attention on me, basically. And then I would shift to the south a little bit to get in front of Eldwin. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Get back, you beast!
At the end of your turn, you hear the sound of Elvish from the west, from behind this creature. You hear the words, "Sisters, our meal has finally arrived. Let us feast." As that is said, the fog cloud is dropped completely. And out of the shadows from behind, 3 creatures appear. They all look down the hall at, well, Metolius, Elduin, and Grimtuck. As you all now stand there, unable to see, you see these creatures. I need the 3 of you, as they see you and you see them. I need the 3 of you to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Is an 18 good?
What did you get, Metolius?
I got a 17.
The 3 of you all feel that same horrid feeling as your skin begins to stiffen, or the hairs on the backs of your arms begin to stiffen, but you shake it off and you kind of look away just in time, and they... Fine. And all 3 of them just go... The 2 on either side, to the north and south, both of them, a silvery cloud wraps around them, and they disappear for a moment and reappear just down the way, to the north and south of you, Elduin, effectively, down these halls. And as they do, you see them disappear out of sight.
Like down the hallway, or they went?
Yep, they run down the hallway.
And then blinked.
They blink over to the hall, and then run to the south, and then out of sight around the corner.
I don't like that.
We scared them off.
Yep.
Oh, good, we're winning.
The 3rd rushes to stand by the side of this beast. And at you, Metolius, you see long pointed claws, the end of her fingers. And she just lashes out and just goes, "I shall tear you to shreds and chew the marrow from your bones." 23 to hit you.
That hits me.
How about a 15?
To hit? No.
Well, you take 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And we move to Amelia.
Amelia's attention was kind of focused on this big thing after the fog appears, and so she points her rod of the Packkeeper at it as one of these glowing orbs above her head streaks forward towards it
Sounds good.
for a 25 to hit
That hits.
for 43 radiant damage.
Ooh-wee.
That's a spicy meatball.
Yeah. Good God.
What
The
damage
creature
type was it?
shrieks out
Radiant.
in pain as the orb just crashes into it.
Yeah, and Amelia holds her spot there. That's her turn.
Okay. I would also, for the listeners at home, I would like to explain that the creatures, the female creatures that were seen by the characters, are very nicely dressed, long-clawed individuals that have very flowing, almost tentacle-like, snake-like hair. Their eyes glow this, like, bright, almost white. And their features, though upon a monstrous form, are beautiful, if not for the rest of the aesthetic. At the top of the round, though, I would like to take our break. Hey y'all, Chris here. I wanted to take the moment to let you know that if you're not listening to the Help Action podcast, you're missing out. Our very own Justin Dixon and a few other DMs offer the Help Action to give you incredible insight to bring back to your own game. Find it at help-action.com. Also, if you're having to look for that D&D swag, check out Jess's Etsy store for some beautiful crocheted dice bags. Give your dice hoard a wonderful home to rest. Find it at etsy.com/shop/necrotic-damage. And finally, if you're looking for a good watch and a fun time, check out Chris's, that's mine, Twitch stream, where he plays a variety of games and puts on a dang entertaining show. Check it out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time at twitch.tv/DarkmoreDigital. Okay, let's get back to the action. Top of the round, Elduin. In front of you lies these two creatures. One humanoid with long tentacle-like hair. The other, a three-headed hound of the hells.
Yeah. What a choice. Does not appear
Monster
that I
Girl
am...
every time. Just saying, not a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it could be, but...
Do I appear to be within the reach of this creature right in front of me?
It is a medium-sized creature, so...
But it doesn't seem to have, like, exceptionally long reach, does it?
Doesn't seem... As far as you can tell, no?
Great. I'm going to take a step backwards.
Okay.
Cool. That's all. And then I'll take maybe another step backwards. And then I am going to fire an arrow at the big boy. Because it looks like he's, you know, he's taking a little bit of something, so I'm going to shoot at him.
Okay, sounds good.
With my arrow. Whip it out of my quiver, knock an arrow, scroll to the right place, and sharpshooter an arrow at him. Alright, 27.
That hits.
That is 25 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Second arrow.
Your arrow digs into this creature, yelps out.
24 to hit.
24 hits.
27 magical piercing. How's it looking?
Still alive.
Alright, I'm gonna fire again. Sharpshooter. Another 24 to hit.
That hits.
23 magical piercing.
As this thing tries to lunge its last moments towards Metolius, you catch it in the mouth, just like you catch it with that last arrow straight down the throat, and it just halts its position and crumples to the ground.
Down, Dougie.
With his death cry. Meow.
With that, I am done.
Okay. And so is it. Rain. A singular creature stands in front of you down the hallway to the west.
Oh, I see her. Okay. Let's see. I didn't think I had anybody in view. I'll go ahead and shoot. She's within 5 feet of Metolius, right?
Yes, she is.
That'll be a 27 to hit
That hits.
for 39 damage.
Spicy, spicy.
I'm going to then... I guess I don't know how many of these, like, creatures there are, right? I didn't see any of them yet except for her.
Yeah, I would say you only see her.
Okay. I'm going to duck down into... Actually, I'll go up into the hallway in the north. Oop. And attempt to hide.
Okay, roll stealth, please.
That'll be a 25.
You believe your stealth.
Excellent.
Anything else, Rain?
Now, the hide was my bonus action, so I'm good.
Okay, Grimtuck.
Alright. I'm gonna run forward into this stony lady. And I'm going to try to give her the old smashy smash with the hammer.
Okay.
Let's give it the whole reckless great weapon master.
Okay.
Hold on, let me turn that. Turn it up. That is 21 to hit.
21 hits.
19, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Did you rage last turn?
No, I haven't raged at all. Oh, no, so yeah, never mind. Minus the 3. Thank you. So 29, just 29.
Okay.
Not like that 3 damage is really taking me up over the top. Does not scale well. And let's do it again. Woo, nat 20, baby. All right. So
Bye.
I know, right?
You missed the Felicia?
Later,
Yeah.
lady. So that will be, because I got this all written down now, because I'm good like that. 12, and then 4d12. Nice. Plus 10. So 52, 62 damage.
Oof. A sickening crack as this creature screams out. You hear the rage of her as well as her sisters kind of echo through the halls that bounce off all around. It sounds now like there are more than just the three, but it's hard to tell if it's just the resonance of the area.
Nice. Yeah, I just baseball swing her into the wall. Just...
She coughs a heavy, thick, like a gout of blood seeps down her jaw.
And I'll just shake her off of the hammer real quick. She'll be like, gross. That's that. That's all I got.
Okay.
Oh wait, never mind. I can hit something else if I can see it, but I don't think I can see anything else.
You can't. She's also not dead.
Oh, I thought she was dead.
No.
Okay. Well then let's do one more. Huzzah.
You do, yeah, you get a bonus action because you crit, so.
Yeah, I thought she was dead.
She's not dead.
Doing it una mas. Another natural 20.
No
fucking way.
She wasn't dead before.
Fucking
Right?
now.
So that was not as ultra powerful. That's 22, 32, 33, 34, 44. As I just bring the hammer back and just a straight vertical bring the hammer down on her head.
With a sickening, melon-splitting squelch, she is no more.
Gallagher, motherfucker.
Wait, how much?
106 damage.
Yeah, it's not often I get the dual nat 20s, but alright, there we go.
Wait, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh god. Ugh. No, there's no way. She's just splattered. You don't even, you don't like knock her to the ground. You just hit her and her whole cranium just explodes, leaving the body standing there for a moment. And then she just crumples to the ground.
I turn to Metolius and I'm just like, haha, nice.
And Metolius
Just covered in gore.
Yeah, Metolius looks at you and his face is just covered in gore.
Just like takes the wipe off of his eyes.
Yeah, I kind of like, oh, sorry, let me get that for you. And just kind of bat one of the snakes off a little bit. Be like, you got some snake on your shoulder. Sorry about that. It's, you're good. Kind of dust you off a little. That's all I got. That's it.
Okay. Metolius.
I think he would be sort of just like taken aback at the immense amount of death that has just occurred in his general proximity. And he would just be like, where did the others go? And he would take a look around and look for them. And not seeing them, I think he would put his hands to his chest and will lay on hands himself for some amount of damage.
Okay.
I'll say 20 points. And then that'll be Metolius' turn.
Okay. As your turn ends, a mournful screech can be heard echoing through the halls. Again, it almost sounds like there's more than just the few you saw before, as it just rises in this painful, almost sob, and anger fills the sounds afterwards. You then hear once again in what sounds to be Elvish, Metolius, Elduin, and anyone else who speaks it, you hear, "We will not forget this." And then, like a shot, out from basically the pathway to the south of Rain, at the very far back of this hall you all stand in, one of the creatures dashes, just is gone down the hall and out, as in the process she makes around the corner and down the stairs, just about to turn on the corner. Footsteps can be heard from the northern passage as well, and then clatters and echoes out. They do not seem to be doing much in the way of trying to hide their footfalls at the moment. Amelia, your light shines bright enough that you hear footfalls behind you and are able to see one of the creatures at the bottom of the stairs.
Amelia would wheel around and, having heard more of these things cry out in the distance, she would first reach into a pouch and she would pull out the petrified eye of a newt as she crushes it in her hands and reaches up and like runs a streak of this like black newt eyeball through her hair. And as she does, one of the snake tentacles on this thing turns black as she casts Hex on it. And let's choose Dexterity, I guess.
Okay.
And then Amelia is going to point her Rod of the Pact Keeper and send one of these glowing orbs at her
Sounds good.
for a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
So that'll be 30 radiant damage and 5 necrotic damage.
She's almost toppled over at the impact. She stumbles down the stairs but is able to catch herself as she hits the bottom.
And then if possible, Amelia would just like to take a step backwards and like into this alcove.
Sure, to the
and
south.
Just duck in there.
Got it.
And that's where Amelia ends her turn.
Okay. Elduin.
I guess I will hold my action here with an arrow knocked to fire if someone comes around either of the corners.
Okay.
If an enemy shows up in this hallway, I would like to shoot them.
But you're doing nothing about the one that's running away?
I think you
where's-
can still see the one over here.
You would be able to see this.
This one.
Can someone ping the map because I'm not...
Boop.
That one? Oh, I can still see that one? Okay, then I will shoot at that one. Sorry about that. I couldn't... They were off
Oh.
my screen to the right.
There is much more light than that because of Amelia's... How many of the orbs do you still have, Amelia?
After that attack, I still have 4 of them left, so it's still 30 feet of bright and then 30 feet of dim.
Oh yeah, so that would definitely fill in this way. You would be able to see the creature over there.
Great. I will shoot the creature.
Okay.
Sharpshooter as always. As almost always. So it's with disadvantage. Or sorry, it's with... Wait, it's not with advantage. What am I saying? The first one, however, probably missed because it was a 12.
The first one does miss. It's 12.
Cool. The next one was only a 14.
A 14 also misses.
Okay. And third shot for, there we go, 25.
25 hits.
24 magical piercing damage in your back.
Okay. Yeah, the arrow just catches her right in the back and she screams out as she tries to continue her retreat.
Alright, that's it. I'm done.
Okay. Rain.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step out of the hallway, and I'm gonna pull out the iron bands of Bolaro
Oh,
and throw them at her.
Shit.
Okay.
So I roll,
Fucking
let's
dope.
see. Range spell attack roll with an attack bonus equal to your dex mod plus proficiency, which for me would be 5 plus 5, so I get a plus 10. So I'll just go ahead and roll a d20. It'll be a 29 to hit.
Yep.
And for the listeners at home, I throw this little, 3-inch metal ball towards her. And as it's in the air, it comes out and, spirals into a bunch of iron bands and then wraps around her. And now she is trapped.
As you toss the metal bands, she topples to the ground and just bounces off the stone below. And just... Okay. Anything else, Rain?
I shout, we have your... I guess I don't know their sisters. I just saw sisters in the title of the image. But I know the other one's still running away, right? I can hear her
Well,
running away.
They did whisper, sisters, let's feast.
Did they?
together."
Okay, so I
Yeah.
heard that part.
In Elvish, so if you didn't
Oh,
speak...
that's
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I might. Do I know Elvish? Let's see. I do.
What?
Okay.
The
Yeah.
plot twist. You've been able to hear my
I've
secret
always
conversations
assumed-
with Metolius?
Like, I know Elvish and Dwarvish, but, like, for Rain, I've always assumed I know very basic, like, Travelers, Elvish and Dwarvish, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just shout, "We have your sister, she's alive, you better come the fuck back." And that's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I will use my movement to go stand by her, by the way.
Not a problem. I apologize.
That's the end of my
Grimtuck,
turn.
please.
So that's okay. I don't believe I can see any assailants at this point, right?
You should be able to.
I think it's
see
because
no one.
she's in the alcove. It's blocking her light.
Hmm.
Oh, it's just the one that's all tied up.
Yeah.
All banded up and nowhere to go.
10, yeah, what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh, what's up, Amelia? 40. I don't think I can see any other ones yet. So,
How about now?
let's see. 45. I'll
Oh,
just
yeah.
dash. 50. 55. 60. 65. 70. 75. I'm just going to dash over to where Rain is. Where this
Okay.
one's all tied up. And, yeah. I'll just kind of put a boot on her. Just kind of hold her in place. Recognizing that, I don't know, got a captive, I guess? And just run the fuck up and be like, awesome, those band things are pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I got.
Okay. Metolius, your turn.
Metolius is conflicted about what's going on right now. 10, 15, 20... He will walk 30 feet down the hall and just say, if their running is this really necessary, we could just let them go. That's all I got.
Okay.
They appear to have met their match and have decided otherwise. I think we should let them have the chance to leave if they want. End turn.
Out of the darkness to the north of you. Slowly, with her hands up, steps the other creature far away from you. About 15 feet to the east of Rain and Grimtuck. Closer to what seemed to be the pillar room. She stands there just at the edge of the darkness.
I have the hammer up. Like, I'm gonna... Like that? I'll be like, you. What's the meaning of this attack? Hey, tell her what I said. I don't think she speaks the same tongue as I do.
She speaks in common to you. We were hungry. You're here. We haven't had a meal in a decent while. Nothing more.
What's our play here, Rain?
I mostly just want to know that we can move through this place without having to watch our backs.
If you let my sister go, we will leave. We will not attack you anymore.
I'm gonna try to insight that shit.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I would like to make an insight check.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good for me, an 11.
That's bad.
Ooh, natural 20 for Rain. 25.
5 for Metolius.
I would say to Grimtuck and Metolius, she seems genuine. Rain, she does seem genuine, but there's just an obvious fear to it.
Okay.
And there is rage and fear behind her words, but it is not as though she's lying. What she really wants is to leave.
I'll like stare at her for another like second or two, and then I'll release the bands.
And I still have my boot on her. And I'm just gonna hold out the hammer that has like all of the gore and whatnot on it. And just be like, keep it in mind. and I'm gonna the one underneath me. I'm just gonna kind of shove her away from me with my boot so she can get up.
And she scurries over to the other, and the one who was not under boot kind of crawls, like drops to her knees, and they embrace for a moment. They both stare back at you. As they pick each other up, they begin to sidle across the wall, trying to get away, moving slowly, keeping an eye, never losing eye contact.
I'll just watch them until they're out of sight.
Okay, it doesn't take very long, and they do.
Nice play, Rain.
Thanks.
I didn't think that would work.
Let's just hope they stick to their word.
If not, we'll take care of it. The fuck was all that? Evil dogs and fucking snakehead ladies.
Well, we clearly encroached upon their territory, it seems.
It's true.
I mean, that doesn't mean they got a right to eat us.
Yeah.
That's also true.
How are they to know that we would get the better of them unless they tried?
I mean, I understand. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to like rationalize what they did. It's in their nature.
Well, at least they were
whatever
smart
are,
enough to know when they were beat.
right?
Let's just move
Shall we
on.
Yeah. And I just kind of nod towards the hallway to the south of me and be like, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Amelia would move towards him.
Off in the distance, you all hear the kind of screech of stone being moved, like doors being opened and then closed again.
Guess it's our territory now.
Down this hallway, you see more of those same figures in patterns of terror and anger and sadness. You also see piles of stone.
Does anything about this one seem like it's made out of wood or detachable or anything?
It does not.
All right, looking for a staff.
Another statue, this one with an axe in the hand, is no staff, though.
Any of the weapons real?
The weapon seems real, but the handle is rotted and the metal is, like, pitted and old.
It's a worthless axe. All right. Well,
I would say with Amelia's help and a bit of anyone's dark vision at the far end of this western hallway, behind the large creature's body and the remnants of the Medusa, you see a set of double doors.
all right. I think this is it, guys. This is all we got.
What do you mean? We still have another door that we haven't opened.
Yeah, but the other one up there has a guy he needs a stick, I think.
Well, so funny thing, these set of double doors are very intricately designed, and there stands a being holding, well, what looks to be holding two things, one in each hand, but both indents are missing. There's nothing, as though this needs two.
See?
See what?
We can't get through this one either.
Should we just put random stuff in his hands?
I think if anything, it might be worth seeing if these are magically sealed at this point.
What
Oh,
happens
yeah.
if you strike them with your large maul?
We
All
should
right.
check for magic first.
Oh, all right.
Or
Crimchuk was already just walking towards it. Like, I got that.
Of course.
or traps. We should also check for traps, maybe, or magic traps, even.
All right. If it's magic tracks, I'll get the fuck back because we all know I'm bad at that.
Rain, would you like to take a look before I begin to check for
Yeah,
magic?
sure. I will check for traps.
Okay, roll an investigation check, please.
Nat 1. Or wait, no.
Oh, you can't roll less than a 10.
Oh, yeah, yep. So my Nat 1's still 17.
Your nat 1, your 17 divulges that this is not seemingly trapped.
That's good. I mean, there's no traditional traps that I can find.
What if they're untraditional?
No, that's why we check for magic ones.
Are those untraditional?
You're untraditional.
What's a traditional trap?
I think you mean non-traditional, but
Are we talking like
magic.
what? Like an anvil falling on you?
Like,
Mm.
tripwires,
Yeah.
Oh,
spikes,
yeah.
rocks falling, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the classic log, or the boulder that you got to run away from, like
Yeah.
for fucking ever.
Or you paint a tunnel on the side of a cliff face and they run right into it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good one. That's a classic trap.
Yeah.
I used to put shoe polish on the spyglass and be like, "Hey, look over there and see if you can see that island." That is a classic trap.
Yeah. That's not
Best
so much
trap.
of a trap, really.
Now, yeah, because you like stumble into it and then I'm like, gotcha.
As they go off on this tangent, Amelia just starts shaking her head as she walks forward and like pulls her book out of the holster on her hip and sets it down on the floor and begins her ritual for detect magic.
Okay, sounds good. Does anyone want to do anything in the 10 minutes while Amelia does this?
We're just rifling off stupid traps that we've heard of.
God fucking damn it.
I think these traps are mostly just pranks, Grimtuck. But
Yeah, no, it's great. You got a fucking banana peel. And then that's a good one. But no, the boulder is not a prank. No one finds
Oh,
getting
that's-
killed by a boulder.
yeah, rocks fall. It does happen.
That's a kobold one. Fucking
Yeah.
kobolds have the best, worst traps.
Yeah. Their traps also seem like pranks, but are deadly.
They do. Yeah, because they build up. It's like, you die by like, I don't know, like a bunch of toothpick stabs. It takes a long time.
Yeah.
Can you imagine death by kobold? Like, how embarrassing would that be?
Super embarrassing.
God, I can't even imagine. I would ask to go somewhere that my ancestors weren't.
Yeah, so you wouldn't have to live with live the afterlife of shame.
Fuck yeah, that's not a good death.
Yeah, I don't think the bear spirit would be friends with you anymore if you died in kobolds.
I mean, he'd be down with me. He likes me anyways, but my family ancestors would be... I would never... that'd be my eternity. They'd be like, oh, there's Grimtucky. Like some 3-foot tall lizard piece of shit. Killed him with a bear trap on a stick. And that would be it. Like, that's embarrassing.
Okay, but what if it was like 100 kobolds? Would you still be embarrassed?
It doesn't matter the amount. Like, it doesn't matter. You still
What if
die
it was
by
100
kobolds.
bear traps?
I could take on 100 kobolds.
We're asking the important questions.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
one
kill 100
Grimtug
kobolds.
or 100 kobolds. Who would
Could
win?
you
Yeah.
fit? Could you apply 100 bear traps to Grimtuck's body? I'm gonna search the Medusa thing, whatever it is,
Okay.
the Gorgon, but not your traditional D&D Gorgon.
I'm gonna see if there's anything fun on the Cerberus.
Okay. Roll an investigation.
What does that even
Wow.
mean?
Yep.
I mean,
Moved all the way up to the
I think
shoulder.
he means a collar, to be honest.
Yeah.
let's see what's in its stomach.
Hey,
Don't
Amelia.
stop. Yep, moved all the way up to the shoulder.
You said, what did you say? You said what roll? Investigation?
Medicine.
Yes.
Medicine.
What?
Alright, I'm rolling an investigation. 24.
Metolius rolled an investigation to search the Medusa.
Mm-hmm. Eldon, you find absolutely nothing on this Cerberus.
Yeah, I figured that. I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clean myself off.
That sounds good.
Oh, could you get? I got a little something as I gesture to my whole entire front. It's just
Just sprayed with blood and gore.
Yeah, sure. That's no problem. And I'll, wave my hand and sort of, clean them up.
Metolius, you find a few spare coins and what looks to be a ring with like a garnet stuck into it. But otherwise, very little is upon this creature.
Amelia's in her ritual, right?
I was going to say by this point, Amelia's ritual had finished. Unless you all had something to do other than... Okay, Amelia, once you're done with your ritual, your eyes glow and you stare at this door, and this door reads what seems to be a very faint abjuration magic.
She would stand up after this takes hold and close her book, and she says, "There is something to it. I'm picking up a hint of abjuration from it."
That's like protective magic, right?
It is.
Well, then it probably wouldn't be very smart to go trying to break our way in, I would imagine.
I just don't think it will be very effective.
That's also true. I hold up the ring. You cast detect magic, correct, Amelia?
I did.
So it would still be going. What about this? Is this magical?
Which ring is it?
The ring I just found on the Gorgon.
DM?
It is mundane.
Oh.
No, it doesn't seem to be.
Well, you know who I think would really like this? Is you should give this to Silence. And I'll hand it to Amelia.
Amelia's kind of stands still for a second. You can't see under her mask, but her face is like twitching.
But also your eyes are like detect magic, so we probably can't even see your pupils.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, maybe your lady friend.
And then
would
she
like
sticks.
this.
Then she sticks her hand out
Just
and takes it,
It's got a cool story attached to it.
puts it in her pocket, and she goes to push past through everybody to go see if the other door's magical.
So how's that going with, as you push by?
She's just gone.
So how's that go? Bye.
Oh, I got an idea. While she's doing that, I'm gonna go grab the 2 sticks and come back.
Amelia, the door is similarly barred, seemingly with abjuration magic. Once again, faint, but still there.
Okay. With this brief moment that nobody else is around, she kind of like sticks her hand back into her pouch and pulls out the ring and looks at it. Kind of gives it a quick like once over and puts it back as she just shakes her head and
Sounds
begins
good.
to walk back.
Sounds
And
good.
by the time you get back, you see Grimtuck trying to shove these 2 sticks into this guy's hands. See if
The
anything
broken
happens. Yeah.
Word. So you walk up to the door, begin to shove sticks into this relief's hands. Nothing occurs.
All right, the door's broken. Obviously.
God damn it.
Doesn't work.
No, it's magical. The other one
And,
is too.
Oh,
I think we need magic implements to open it. A
Yes,
key,
I don't
if
believe
you
we
will.
have found the keys yet.
Yes.
all right. Well, where else do we go? Are we gonna go back out and like towards the front again?
Did we miss something?
Yeah, there's a whole other hallway to go down.
Well,
Like
then
back
let's
near
go there.
where we came in.
Let's go there.
I guess so.
Yes,
Okay.
let's.
As you make it back to the entryway, you notice the doors left ajar, as though the other sisters had made a quick retreat out of this temple. You now stand with a long hallway that has yet to be explored ahead of you, and I think this is where we're going to end it today. Heyo, Chris here again. Just wanted to say thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you want to keep up to date with us, check out our socials on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at /theswordcast. If you like what you heard and want to help us keep the lights on, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/theswordcast, where for $5 a month you can hear Matt or Matolius run a few of us through the deadly halls of the Tomb of Annihilation. Thank you all again, and don't worry, you'll be hearing from us soon. Bye-bye.